Okay, so I wanted to do a tutorial on how to open a new account with Mantis Builder and also set it up for your first project. Here you would do, you go to your browser, any browser will do, type in mantisbuilder.com or .app. It automatically goes to .app, but that works as well. You can scroll down here. If this comes up, you just hit accept cookies. You can do any one of these trials. We'll just click here, then you go to sign up. It's always usually on sign in. We will create a fake name here. And then we'll do a account here, email. And then you enter your password. And then you hit create account. Now, once you've created your account, it'll ask you to do some things here to set up your company. So your company's name is what do I call it? XYZ Construction. And you can have really any admin do this stuff if you want. You get to choose again, but we already have that checked. You continue to payment. And you can enter in your payment information here. If you do not do that, it'll say you can complete payment anytime from company settings. Otherwise, it's going to deactivate after the free trial. So now we show that we are XYZ is allowed one project and one team member because that's what we're paying for. We do a create new project. So we'll call this LH. You can call it anything, city of Dayton, some farm, whatever it might be. And then you put yourself in a description, building project. In this case, that's what this will be or was. And so then you hit create project. Now what you have up here is your documentation and your Ask Mantis. This is the console that you'll be using. Over here you have your projects, and if you have more because you pay for the higher accounts, down here you have your billing and your company settings. You can also have gallery and export PDFs if you have any of those created. You also have more project details, things like that. We have a delete project so that you can create more whenever you need to. So you go back here to LH. You can also go to Ask Mantis or Documents. Once you're in Documents, you want to drag documents in here, or you can click here and it'll ask you where they are. But in this case, I'm going to drag in some of the documentation, and then it's going to start to upload. Now, it does take a little while depending upon the size of the PDF or the JPEG or the text file. Anything you can upload in a text file or a readable text file, you're going to have a lot better chance of the AI being able to interpret it. AI does have limitations on the PDFs because it views it and converts it basically using a software protocol called OCR. And if it can't do that very well, then it's going to give you some challenges. So this can take a little while. I'm dragging in some more documentation here. Got the final permit. We've got civil plans. And then I've got my electrical. As I said, these are all starting to upload, and they do take a little while, but once they're uploaded, this will only take a few minutes. So now we see that the first document, we have one that was ready. Now we have a second that's ready, and we have more coming. Once they're all uploaded, then we can begin to ask it questions. Now you can do this with specs. You can do this with city specs. You can do this with your contact sheets. You can do this with any information that you want specific to this project that you can have uploaded into this. The more users you create, like your superintendents, your field project managers, your project managers in general, and also your field staff, if you have foremen that do jobs, then this becomes a real valuable asset to them because now they have all of the information, and the AI is going to be able to interpret and read that information specific to this project. That's where basically like a ChatGPT or a Claude Code or Grok really begin to fail you, is that they're not specific to your project. Now, basically behind the scenes, I have uploaded master specs for Ohio Department of Transportation and Indiana Department of Transportation. We can upload any document you want, but it gave it kind of a base to begin to build off of without just making stuff up. AI notoriously hallucinates and makes stuff up wherever it can't find information. It's also very bad at understanding where columns are, where descriptions on pictures are, or descriptions on tables are. And so the basically what we're doing is we're giving it an opportunity here to narrow down the focus. The more narrow the focus, the more optimal the products are that you have, or the more optimal your response will be. So we're still waiting here on one of these to upload that's a little bigger in size. And now we have one down here that's processing, and it's being converted now to something that is easier for them to be able to read.